Now I think we should try to look a little at Robocop for the NES. If you've seen the Angry Video Game Nerd, you know that LJN, he hates it by the way, is infamous for making almost any video game version of a movie. And there was a few exceptions, like the Gremlins 2, the new patch, and Batman, the video game. Those were made by I can't remember really, but those games were actually good because most LJN games were just shit. I can agree with it. Except for a few, maybe like Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage for Super Nintendo. That was pretty okay. And I think Jaws, like, that actually kind of followed the movie, I think. Or it kind of followed the movies because I think it has segments from different movies. I haven't seen all the Jaws movies. But also Punisher was kind of okay. But Batman and the Gremlins, they were actually pretty good. But not many talks about Robocop as it's either one of the majority of crappy movie license games, or one of the few movie-based gem games. Did I just make a new word? I don't know. But personally, I think this is one of the movie licensed gem games. That and Goonies 2, if you remember that game. Speaking of Goonies 2, I actually had Goonies 1, which was only released for the Japanese Famicom and some versions of the PlayChoice 10 arcades. But the version I had it on was actually Game Boy Advanced. You see, there was on my 6th birthday, my dad had just been in Thailand. I think it's called Thailand on English, or in English. As if you remember from my first video, I said that my English is half, kind of. But when I became 6 years old, my dad had bought me a Game Boy Advanced SP and a very rare, I think, multi-card for Game Boy Advance with 140 original NES games, or more original Famicom games. And one of these games was Goonies 1, so I actually had a very rare honor to me. It was because I loved that game. Too bad the cartridge is broken now. I think it had Super Mario 3 and the advanced, like, you know, the version where you can save, and the Kirby's Adventure. So I think it was that the battery backup memory had run out or something, and I think it was 3 years ago or something, and back then I didn't know that you could change these batteries out, so I threw it in the garbage can, which I really what's that word again? I really what's ändra sig called in English? I really regret. That's it. I really regret that now. But anyway, back to Robocop. I will pop this gem game in, and I'll show you a little of it. I want to mention that I am playing on the Super Retro Frio, and wait, I have to switch over from Genesis to NES here, and I will make a review of in a later video. I'm sorry, but I am filming with my iPad. I don't have a real... the only video camera I have is an old VHS movie camera. So I'm trying to save up to a better camera. So, but anyway, now I will show you a little of the game. Yeah, Robocop is loading his gun and shooting at nothing. Arrest mode, 2nd Street, Nash Avenue. Crime in progress. So, as you can see, Robocop is kind of bluish. And you only start with this punch. If you can see, there is a gun there, but you can't use it now. Like, I'm pressing B and A. Like, that's because you're in an area with too many people. That's one thing with the game I really don't like. You will also get additional weapons for the game. You also have 2 bars left to the down in the left corner. The T stands for time, and that's because Robocop goes in battery. Now I get out my gun, by the way, and it's kind of it is really a time limit, and because Robocop's battery is running out, and P stands for power, and that's kind of the health bar. And to fill up these meters under the game, the T meter, the time meter, takes batteries, and here's one. That's very convenient. And here's to fill up your health meter, you use baby food. Can I hit this? Nope. Or I could, but not enough. I don't know why dogs and kicks Easter egg data east or data east. I don't really know how you pronounce it. But how can dogs and punches harm Robocop? That's one question I have. You know, wanna know something funny? I actually have the action figure of how Robocop looks in this game. Yeah, it's made by NECA, the action figure, and they actually released an action figure that's supposed to look like Robocop in this game. By the way, that guy can only be killed by punches. Blah 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 blah. There also are some bonus levels, but I'm not really going to show them right now because I don't really have that much time left. So look forward to part 2 of this video, and we will play a little of Toy Story for Super Nintendo and Godzilla for NES. Goodbye!